Thank you, Alana. There could be a silver lining to these early storms. Officials say the cold temperatures and early snow may just make up the perfect storm to help alleviate drought conditions. ABC4 Northern Utah correspondent Kate Gardner explains.
Snow falling before most leaves across northern Utah, but the early winter weather may have a positive impact on next summer.
We do need a pretty aggressive, above average winter to get us starting to recover from these drought conditions.
John Perry says from now through the spring, water conservancy districts, like Weber Basin, will pay close attention to reservoir elevations as well as
snow volumes and things like that to get an idea of how much volume of runoff we're going to expect to experience in our drainage and how much of that runoff we expect to be able to gather into our reservoirs.
Perry says runoff season is usually around the first part of June, and these early snowstorms may help because the soil moisture level is pretty high, and an early freeze will trap that moisture in the ground, which means in the spring
we'll see more of that water making it into the streams and rivers and reservoirs, which will obviously augment our supplies going into next year.
The water year started 2 weeks ago, and the United States Department of Agriculture just posted this graph, which shows over the last 2 weeks, precipitation across Utah has ranged from 220% to 640% above average. And although it's too early to tell how much of an impact this will have on next summer's water supply, it's a good start.
We are going to be heavily reliant on what this winter brings to substantiate, irrigation and agricultural uses for next year.
In Layton, Kate Gardner, ABC4 News.
Perry telling us in a normal year, the Water District enters the winter with reservoirs sitting at around 50% full. He says this year, though, they average around 20%.